Monday, 5 a.m., back up to 81. If you get tired of looking at this black hood, we can check out a different color if you want. Let's do that. Nothing like the Tennessee mountains and a back road. We're on a Cherokee reservation. Happy Monday, everybody. This video was Saturday, but I thought I'd start us off with something different than a semi-truck. This car actually has more horsepower than a semi-truck, but definitely not as much torque. About 10 miles away from Truckin' Wife, and gonna see if she lost all her money or if she really just missed me. But in the meantime, let's hear about her giveaway we got going on. It's ending July 4th. All right, guys. God bless, and hope you had a great weekend. I sure did.
If you want a chance to win a retro NES gaming system, if you press that little arrow right there, it'll pop down the link. Go ahead and enter to win. Also, hit that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.
Hey, we're going back down the mountain. Wow, it's so much fun to drive that car. Glad I could bring it out. We ended up being a little even there last night. Didn't lose any money?
We're up 100. We're up 200.
Up 200?
Well, like 180.
Up 180. That's not bad.
Hey.
And if you ever come up to, what county are we gonna get? It's called, it's like Maggie County,
Valley.
Maggie Valley. There's a little observation tower. We don't understand why you get like weak in your knees when you look down, because it is a little high.
Don't, makes me nervous.
But we're gonna get back home to these babies. And I hope everyone had a great weekend, like I said. And let's get to today's video. So that's our little casino weekend. It was a fun little one-dayer for me, and I got to drive the car, so that was awesome. But back to business on Monday. We just branched off of 81 down to 581. And we have about 50 miles left, and we're going to be at Manheim Auctions. When I was had a dealer license in Arizona, for about I actually was working with another guy who had a dealer license. Working for about 2 years with him, helping him fill up his used car lot. And it was Manheim Auction we went to a lot out there in Buckeye, Arizona. Pretty cool. They had like 12 lanes, cars flying through every Thursday. And it looks like I'm going to a Manheim Auction out here. I don't know if this is most likely different because I'm hauling meat slicers, cheese meat slicers. I don't know what they're ones that they have in a deli where it kind of goes back and forth and slices thin pieces of meat depending on your settings. So that's what I'm bringing to a auction out here. So it's probably a different kind of auction, not a car auction, but maybe, who knows what it is. But we shall see soon enough. But yeah, didn't lose any money at the casino. That's a good win for us, and had a great time. Not a bad hotel. It was renovated. AC worked, all you can ask for. Short walk across the street. So let's see what today holds for rates. I'll do a little video maybe today of kind of the apps, and I've been thinking about it, I'll just do different markets for a second, like maybe I'll just like 2 of the apps, like Uber Freight or JB or Convoy or whatever. But I'll do Salt Lake City today for the gentleman, sorry man, I don't remember the exact name, but you were asking about Salt Lake and getting your authority out there, so I'll do a little end of the clip for the video of the loads today. I'll do Salt Lake in there, so you can kind of see what that market looks like right now. All right, let's get to this drop. Dodging the toll roads. It only saves me about 3 minutes if I took down the toll, so we shall take the 283 with this guy in front of us. 20 miles away. Gotta be about 5 minutes past the appointment, so hopefully they're okay with that. I don't see why not. Seems like it's not a typical load. Not a distribution center, just a random meat slicers headed to the auction. So let's get there, but it's nice when you can avoid the tolls. And it says they'll just bill you. They don't want you to have any more interaction with handing over cash, which is understandable. So just keep moving, they'll bill you if you did actually go through the toll, which is cool for the non-spread of the pandemic, but we don't need to do it. We're gonna skip through this way. Wow, we're plowing the field like it used to be done with some horses. A lot of agricultural out here in Pennsylvania. That's pretty cool. One with the land, with the horses. See that sign right there? It says weight limit 30 tons on this bridge that's coming up here. Now, if I was fully loaded, I'd be 40 tons. So each ton's about 2,000 pounds, or is 2,000 pounds. So luckily I only have 4,000 pounds in there, but I mean, if they had a checkpoint set up where they had personal scales out, which they had today on the way coming into Pennsylvania at the state line, there was a bunch of DOT guys just sitting there outside their cars looking at the trucks, waiting to wave somebody in. So a little crack down there. But yeah, right there, weight ton, 30 tons weight limit on this bridge right there we're passing over. So they could have a checkpoint set up. Gotta be careful with that. I mean, there's no way to really see that on the maps. I guess you gotta find an alternate route if you are fully loaded at 40,000 in the box, and that would be about 40 tons total for the truck. Because the truck, my truck weighs about 34,000, depending on how much fuel you got in it, with the trailer and the truck and the tractor. So with 40,000 in the box, that makes it 80. So that makes it 40 tons. So yeah, just pay attention to those signs. And we're in this little, they call it, I think it's a borough of Manheim. They don't call it town, but cute little town. We are gonna find the auction, which is about a mile away. So let's see what we got. Right, so 0.8 miles on the right. Cute little downtown. I wonder how old the history is on this place. Keep your eyes peeled though for signs that say no semi trucks. There was one back there that said no right turn, so I don't see anything up here, so we're coming through. And the name of the street is End Street, E-N-D, on the right side. 0.5 miles now. We'll have to dig deeper and see if Manheim was actually the start of that auction that they run a same name. Somebody commented in the last video when I said where I was dropping that's where it is, but I'm not 100% sure on that to fact check that, but it is spelled the exact same, so we'll see. And we're delivering to Manheim auction. A lot of pretty architecture, big columns, mostly all brick. Ooh, that's a nice, 2 old cars over there. And his front porch has like an old 56 Chevy clip from the front end on it. That is awesome. Definitely that car guy back there. Manheim Grace Church. 0.3 miles on the right. We got home of the Barons. Barons High School to the left over there. West End Drive, sorry. 800 feet. I'm gonna say it's that street right up there. Manheim Shopping Center. West End Drive, here we go. Right where the auto zone is. Nice big turn, so that's good to see. And there's another truck, and that's also good to see. A dock. Oh, that's a pretty big place. Unless that's something else. Satellite map looked like there was a bunch of parking around it, which looks like it is right here. Now we're gonna have to do the good old. Yeah, this is definitely it. They got a bunch of like restaurant equipment and stuff to the left. Now how are we gonna unload this truck? So let's stay over here out of the way. There's another truck right there. Windshield World. That's not like East Coast Division Auction Group. That's it. Main office, custom parking. That is tight. I don't want to block all these cars, so let's be out here quick and talk to these guys. That's a nice little M5 Beamer right there. A V10, or maybe it's a twin turbo model. I'm not 100% sure. Let's get out and see what we got. No dock. We're gonna be probably hand carting these to the back and popping them out. And they said, can you please turn your truck around? I said, sure, I got enough room. Probably have to go back into that gated area back there, but not a lot of room, but a little bit of room. All right, meat grinders, you ready to go? Let's do this. Yeah, the appointment they said didn't even know what time my appointment was, so worked out okay. Get these doors open, get unloaded. It's golf cart central around here. It's like romping around. That was just like mine, just a little older. Blue, got the older wheels. Actually, I think it might be the same as mine because the headlights changed. They just keep it outside. Look how bald those tires are. Poor guy. I need some new ones. Yeah, our golf cart's awesome. That's almost the exact same one. We love using ours to run back and forth to the park, go to T-ball, and take it to the pool. We took it to the pool yesterday. Got a little bit of pool time in, except my 1-year-old keeps trying to drink the water. But yeah, they're having a floor unloaded, but it's not taking too long. We're almost done. It's been about 40 minutes. They got all kinds of stuff here, though. All kinds of stuff for your restaurant or whatever. I think they do a little bit of everything. But that's all the meat grinders. Yeah, I think we're almost done. Getting it off. Yeah. That's it. We're delivered. The guy even swept my trailer out for me. That was super nice of him. You don't always get that kind of service. So let's get out of here, hit the truck stop, look at the load boards. But we'll wrap this video up today for right now, and we'll see what I get for tomorrow. But I'll do a little clip real quick for the loads that were in this area, which is not a great market. This is a lane that used to be pretty good to get home, but now it's like Florida. There's nothing great for a backhaul coming out of here. There's stuff going into New York, or maybe up to Massachusetts or Connecticut, New Hampshire, that kind of area. But I don't want to. That's not my thing for those short loads and on the toll roads. So I stay back to the south, come back up to something big. And I just had TQL call me when I was waiting to get my paperwork signed. They want me to run that dog food load that I ran a couple weeks ago for $2,000, two grand I think it was. But he's like, hey man, can you run that again? I'm like, nah, I'm up in Pennsylvania, man, where you needed that stuff to be. So I'll do this little loads around here area, and then I did a Utah one for you, man. Sorry I forgot your name, but please let us know in the comments or an email if that helps you. It looks like Utah is a bit weak to get out of there, so you'll probably be able to get home. But for doing kind of what I do in the south, I'm very blessed to be able to have a lot of manufacturing going on that I can, and a lot of distribution that I can kind of move back and forth as I want. So Utah, not as much, not as easy. So God bless everybody. Get this video to you, and then I'll see you back tomorrow. Maybe tonight. Maybe we'll do 2 videos. Maybe I'll get something fun that happens. But as of right now, I feel like this video has enough content with that whole little casino thing we did. We were very lucky not to lose any money. And actually, drunken wife has like $1,200 in her pocket now. I never saw that money again. Who knows where it went? So hopefully it gets deposited somewhere. But God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.